The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
It's us, fellas. Hello, chaps. How the hell are you? That was my Bill Nye. That was my little Bill Nye. I hate that fella. I mean, he just creeps the hell out of me.
What's your impression of him then?
I just came out. I don't know. Hello, David. What's he's been in? He's always in something as a creepy old dude, isn't he? He always is. I just imagine him with his flasher Mac.
It's really funny that Bill Nye, the science guy, has no science degrees of any sort.
No, but I wasn't thinking of that Bill Nye. No, he's all right. Yeah, I was thinking of the actor fella that looks, he's like a really like wedged English, creepy English fellow. Hello, Bill.
Him alongside the main actor of Merlin, if any of you remember that TV show, they have narrated many of Terry Pratchett's audiobooks on Audible together. Yeah.
Who has Bill Nye?
Yes, he
Nye.
Bill Nye.
Yeah. Well, no. Anyway, he's creepy. I don't know much about science books. Come on, Ray. Don't know much about the French tattoo. No. I don't know much about Bill Nye, the science guy. I mean, I'm aware of him, but I don't think I've ever seen him doing his science.
Yeah. Well, that guy creeps me out.
Right. Okay. Fair point. Fair shout. Is he? But he's not a science guy. Is he? He's like
he's a TV personality, is what he is.
Okay.
Presenter. So he knows how to put it across to the general public in an appealing way, but it's nothing like he's actually generally educated in. Definitely got an interest. You can tell he's got a passion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you noticed, but we found Wilso. Where's Wilso? Yes. There he is. Woohoo!
Yeah, red and white today, shouldn't I?
Yeah, red and white. Exactly is what it should have been. I got me red and white R looking. There it is. Where is it? There it is. Kind of fingers going that way. There it is. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. The man is back. What do you got on there? Is that Saddam Hussein on your T-shirt?
No, it's his cousin.
Funky design.
Well, it looks like Saddam to me. And you got your kind of, your Bolivian rebel costume on.
My hair needs a wash. It needs a cut, to be honest with you, lads. But I only get it done once a year. I get it done right down to the woodwork. I get like a number one all round when the summer comes up. And then I grow it out to a mane for the winter.
No, that's actually not a bad show.
But you shave, though. But you do shave, though.
The only reason I'm not even shaving now is George is coming to visit me this weekend. She prefers it when I don't shave, but usually I don't have nothing on my face. I don't like it.
But she doesn't want to feel like she's dating a 12-year-old.
Wow. Bill Nye wouldn't mind you. Hello, David. No, my wife hates my beard. She hates bristles and things.
Really?
Yeah, hates the old bristles going. Your wife's the same, is she, Ray? You're nodding in sympathy for me.
She likes the gold tee, but she doesn't like all the, the stuff on the sides and everything. I like the hair on the side because it, covers up my chins and my jaw, sticking out.
When you said the goatee, I thought he said the gold teeth.
Yes. Yeah. And he's like, look at it.
So, chaps, what have you been up to, William? What have you been doing? How's life? How's gaming?
I tell you what.
Yes.
I purchased PGA Tour 2K23, and I love golf. Golf doesn't love me anymore. I did the tutorial, and it was extremely hard. Oh, no. But granted, it was giving me keyboard instructions, and I was on a controller. But it looks marvelous compared to the last one. So
the last one you played would have been on Stadia.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, it was kind of made for controller, wasn't
Yes.
it? Whereas the newer fellas they're kind of more PC, and there's so many different buttons and settings and stuff. It's just,
And they revolutionized the way your swing mechanic works. So there's like 3 parts to it now. It's not just lining it up and swinging straight.
Yeah.
Now you've got other mechanics you got to pay attention to, or you'll just bounce the ball off the ground.
Right.
Like, it's pretty significant.
Yeah. So that's what's been taking up your entire time, has it? The old PGA.
Bunch of it.
Yeah, oh, that's fair enough. What about you, Ray? Have you been? We know what happened this weekend with Raymond, of course.
Well, first of all, my wife took me downtown San Francisco. We went to this Brazilian steak restaurant, and Kevin, my best friend Kevin, and his wife and their son Trevor, and then my wife's best friend Wendy and her boy was there. It's completely, I had no idea.
Nice.
And just had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful
Hey,
time.
Ray, do you have one of those cups nearby to share with us? Because I think that is
No,
fantastic, bro.
It's so it's packed. I packed it over there somewhere, but Kevin had me these sideboard cups with the sideboard on it. And
the gaming cyborg.
No.
Yeah.
Got me a bottle of-
like the kind of disposable alcoholic red cups that you get.
No,
Glass.
a
Etched in
glass.
glass. Yes.
Wow.
Fantastic.
And,
That's
and he got me a
amazing.
bottle of Crown Royal apple flavor. And then my wife got me a new gaming keyboard with the buttons are up and they're silent and it lights up. And then I got this giant mouse pad that it lights up as well. So I got all these colors flashing underneath.
Wow.
It. But,
Is that
had a
why you
great
got the
time.
high vis shirt on for safety? For safety
Exactly.
purposes?
Yes.
Yeah. You had a great time though, my friend.
I had a good time.
Yeah.
Um,
Lots of
I
love
got
from the
tipped-
community.
Yes, lots of love.
Oh,
Thank
yes.
you for all the coffee donations, man. Get
Yeah.
that coffee out, folks. Get the coffee out.
Yeah.
And Kevin, Kevin says go look in your Steam account, and he gifted me Undisputed, the boxing game.
Wow.
Yeah, and boxing game is actually now I know SPG didn't have a good time
The
playing
tutorial. It got me again. The
But
tutorial. I'm
he's,
telling you.
look, I don't know what's wrong with him. He's not been doing too good with tutorials, but
It's
I
following
did tutorials.
instructions. What can
Yeah.
I say?
I
I'm
had
the same.
a wonderful,
Get
had a
rid of
wonderful time playing. I had a wonderful time
Oh,
playing,
wow.
and I got the golf game too.
Do you know in that game, in the boxing game, do you get to play any famous fighters, or is it all made up
Any
stuff?
famous fight? You got a lot of UK and American boxers.
Wow.
So you got the Gypsy King in there. You got
Da-da-da-da.
yes.
Da-da-da-da.
He's one of my favorite. He's one of my favorite characters to use. But you got Muhammad Ali. You got Joe Louis.
What?
Yeah.
You got Cassius? What about
Yeah,
Tyson?
you remember Frank Bruno? You remember Frank?
What do you mean?
Bruno?
I went to all of his fights, mate. Me and Frank are like this.
Frank Bruno's in the game. I
Yeah.
actually knocked somebody out with Frank Bruno. But it's really I love. You can either use the stick, you know, to punch, or you can just use the buttons to do your jabs, your uppercuts, and locks and stuff. Oh,
Do you know? And the reason I ask is, Ray, I binge watched a series that I found the other day. It was on Disney. I didn't say it was new, fairly new, called Mike, and it's like an 8-episode kind of biopic on, of course, Mr. Tyson. Really well done as well, by the way. And I know you love, like I used to. I like the old school boxers and fighters. That was my jam, and it's really, really interesting. So they don't pull punches. You get a feel for what the guy has done. No, you don't kind of. He's very anti-hero, but it's fascinating to get a proper view of what he's been up to, and everything just happened in this weird kind of like up to the age 25.
Yeah,
well, I mean, just world
Tyson-
champion, undefeated ever.
Tyson could have been a ruffian on the street if he
He
wouldn't
was.
have met. Well, no, I
No,
know
he
but-
was.
But I
He
mean,
continued to be.
when he was, what I mean though is he
Yeah,
could have
yeah.
been a thug on the street. When he was a heavyweight champion, like
He had
he
a
could have had a
great
very different life. He could have had a very different
Well,
life.
he had a great mentor, and I think when that mentor passed away,
Customata.
Yes,
when that
Customata.
that
passed
was
away,
devastating
just-
to him.
He died.
just-
Yeah.
You know, when you
Well, he adopted him. He
Yes.
legally
Oh,
adopted him as his son. But it's interesting. There's an interesting scene later in the kind of series where he's being he's seeing a psychiatrist, and she actually says a lot of his problems stem from Customata because he basically was building him up to be a monster at the age of 14. So it was bad enough where he'd come from. But at least he had his kind of maternal influence. But from the point when he took him on, he was like, "You're just evil. You're the world's biggest monster. You've only got killing in your head." And then of course Don King and all the others that came into the world.
You know what? I believe in redemption. I believe when you're young, you got money, you got women, you feel like you're above the law. You can do anything you want. And
this guy owned tigers and walked them around like dogs. So I mean, he lived in a different world.
He genuinely did. He genuinely did. No, I mean, I have a massive soft spot for the guy. He is. I mean, in terms of boxing legends, he's right up there.
Did you watch his what was it, like his memoir, like stage thing?
Well, this is based. This is actually based on that. So right from the outset, it's him on. It's not him. It's an actor on stage, going through his whole stage show. But then they go off and actually do all the scenes and proper actors, and it's really well done. It's called Mike, M-I-K-E. It's on Star. You can get to it via Disney Plus. Highly recommended. Very, very good. But that was. And what about you, young David? I've seen you pop up streaming from time to time. How's the new apartment? Penthouse suite.
Here, it's getting all sorted out, all homely. I've got Georgia coming to visit this week, which is going to be lovely.
Nice.
I've been playing a lot of Guardians of the Galaxy over the past week, though. As it's leaving Game Pass. I believe it's leaving Game Pass in about 3 days. And I started a week ago, and I have been addicted to the thing. I am so addicted to it. I just want to keep playing it. Oh yeah.
Are you tired of shutting the drink door? No.
Oh dear. The only thing you can't.
They're all shutting the fridge door as well, and it's like,
watch out for the drama llama. Okay.
Yeah, choose everything. And the other problem, of course, with the game is because it plays loads of 80s hits, great music.
Yes.
But you've got to be really careful streaming it because you get them copyright strikes all over the place.
It's
good game.
Films though for that soundtrack, it really is.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah. It's just timeless, isn't it, Ray? Our 80s days soundtracks.
One of the greatest decades, man. The 80s, the music, just amazing.
Just amazing. Well, guys, what have I been up to? I can't remember if I'd finished. So I finished Ragnarok, but I've got a feeling I don't know if I did that before the last time. Anyway, I've been playing a load of Destiny, restarted Hogwarts, because it came in. I was getting problems streaming it from the PC to my Shield so I could play it on the telly. So I rented it on Xbox and it came yesterday. I put it in. I thought, it's good. It doesn't look as good as PC, but I can go. And then, so I just thought I'd have one last attempt, and I got it to work on PC. Hey. Woohoo! Woohoo! So it's going back. Sorry, Xbox. But that's been me. Been given. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's Dasby's in the house. Yo! How are you, Lloyd? How are you keeping, my friend? I hope you're really, really well. And not too cold up there either. It's been a minute. It certainly has, my friend.
Can I ask? You were saying you've been playing Destiny. What do you make of that new Lightfall?
Yeah. It's been a fair. There's been some critiques of it, haven't there?
Yes.
Critiques.
I think so I have only played about half the actual campaign. And I sneaked in early one morning, very late one night for Squids, and he was doing the final boss. And I thought, there is no way I'm beating this dude. No way. So I've been avoiding the campaign now and just doing all the other stuff.
Well, I think one of the major, I don't play the game. I don't play the game, but one of the major complaints is that it feels like a introduction to a certain character. Rather than a whole expansion or something.
Can I get a witness? Yeah, I hear you, dude. I don't know. I mean, look,
I don't play it, so
it's disappointed me since the end of Destiny 1. What can I say? And I've played it. I've played thousands of hours.
Whoa, okay. Dorgon finished it.
Yeah, no, Doragon's finished it. Rudig's has finished it 3 times. So, it's doable. But these guys they're super sweaty,
Yeah,
mate.
well, let me see them play Wolong. Can they play
They
Wolong?
have. They have.
Can they beat Wolong?
Well, I was in Link's stream the other night, and he was just going through it like a knife through butter. I'm thinking, I bailed hours ago in this.
I did people.
They're younger fellas, mate. These younger fellas, they can do these sweaty games. It's not for us older chaps. We need, Knitting Simulator 2020. That's what we need. Knit one, pearl one. No.
I recall
I'm not that old. I'm not.
Knitting Simulator, pearl one, knit one, roguelite.
Long LOL maker.
Maker's another one. He's another one. He can just walk through these games like they don't exist. They can do it in their sleep, Ray, munching on cornflakes. Right. Whereas for us, it's not going to happen, mate. Let's be honest.
You make a joke about Knitting Simulator, though, but I do recall a few weeks ago that the one that you were almost excited about the PSVR was the kayaking game.
No, I bought it and I played it. It's a nice little game. You shut your face, you Wilson. He's on that. William, he's off again.
I know. Rokk, he's got some kind of vendetta, man. He's got some kind of.
I'll tell you
Wilson,
what,
Wilson is many things, but ageist is one of them. For
sure. Look at him, frickin' 6-year-old. No, I played. That was the only game I played on it, other than the free demos before I sent it back. But it's actually quite a good game. I've deleted it now. I paid for it, but I can't play it. I haven't got the PSVR 2 anymore. And the other one with the tentacles. I think it was called Tentacles. I couldn't play.
Are these tentacles?
It's the tentacles.
Oh boy!
It's either that or Stephen Hawking's about 30 years ago. One of those two.
I want that for Christmas. I think I'm gonna get the PS5 VR for Christmas.
I
hope it's on sale.
Hang on, you're gonna get the first one or the second one by Christmas? Because you could get the first one for, they're like eBay, 20 quid,
Yeah.
I have the first one.
Well, then what are you worried about? Hey, Ray, guess what though, mate? Coming up this year, they reckon it's going to be the Apple AR VR thing coming out. They reckon they're going to announce it at the Apple WWDC event. It's normally around June time. So you never know by the end of the year. And they're using pancake lenses. They're the really flat ones. They can have a thinner unit, whereas the PSVR 2 uses the thick ones that are more like, the fella at school that couldn't see anything. Hello, where are you? Can't see you. Where are you? Bit like
I got it. Hogwarts VR.
Ooh, yeah, should have happened. Cool. Should have happened.
That
Lloyd's playing it. He's enjoying it, and he's up to Pathfinder Kingmaker, diving into old games. Finally, he's been a blast. Nice. Yes, and,
might be nauseating flying your broom around the castle, but it'd be cool though.
Partly why I sent it back, mate. I was feeling quite disturbed.
Yeah. Well, Rokk, the way the PSVR 2 works is it's really kind of interesting. Inside the helmet that where your eyes are, they track your eyes, and where your eyes are looking is in focus, while everything else is blurry, even though your eye can't tell the difference.
Yeah. Well, I could. That's why I sent it back. It wasn't as good as I was hoping it would be, and I just thought if I paid half that price, fine.
Well, it has cameras all the way around, and
yeah, it's got all that, mate. It's white and black and everything. It's got little logos and stuff. Still didn't like it.
And if that's his first impression, then I totally understand.
You know what I'm like, Ray. Sometimes I'm wrong. I was wrong about Ragnarok, and and I played it to the end and I loved it, but I was not wrong. I was not gonna hang out the VR2 because you had a 2-week window if you bought it from PlayStation before you could, that you had to send it back if you wanted a refund. Which, by the way, I finally yesterday got confirmation that they were going to refund me, but they were saying it's going to be in 2 weeks' time. They're certainly hanging out on amount of money.
Yeah. It's amazing they can take your money in 2 seconds, but get you your money back to you.
Lloyd,
exactly.
Lloyd says something here. He says Hogwarts is very much a slimmed down Skyrim with magic wands. Ooh, so much better than I ever expected it to be. And a matter of fact, Dasmi, my wife is playing through that game, and she does not play games. She plays like Tony Hawk, and she plays Wreckfest. But she's literally like level 27. And she's grinding out Hogwarts. She's loving that game. It's very accessible for all kinds of folks. So, fantastic game.
Nice. Yeah, it's good. It's good. But there's so many great games. I'm loving Atomic Heart. You still playing that, David?
I have put it down a little bit for Guardians, but I've still been making slow progress. I have been making slow progress. I'm nearly out of facility now. I'm nearly out of facility.
It's not for everybody, and I know there's a lot of controversy about both those games, both Hogwarts and Atomic Kitten.
Can I just
I'm enjoying
it. Robots, man, they kick my butt. The robots kick
you
my
love
butt.
robots. They love you, mate.
Some of that controversy feels manufactured, though. Some of it.
Yeah, I know. I hear what you're saying.
Can I just say, though, back on the Apple VR, I think when Apple roll out a product, usually they wait until the market has tested with it and played with it for a few years.
Good
and
show,
it's gotten to a place where it's pristine. And I think the Apple VR could be something to really look forward to.
Yeah. But I've got one problem with it, though, David. If you wanted to play Atomic Heart or... if you wanted to play Hogwarts Legacy or, I don't know, Battlefield 2042, you ain't getting them on the Apple, mate, are you? And you're just saying, how many VR games are there for the Apple? I mean, what are they going to... They're going to suddenly come out with 1,000? Or is it not going to be game-oriented at all? Are you going to use it to dissect mice and stuff? From afar.
It could go very metaversal, couldn't it? It could go business, because Apple always used to be the computers for businessmen. It could go something like that down that road. You never know.
Yeah, VR Photoshop. It's, like Minority Report. There's my thumbnail.
Hey, that tech is coming someday, where you're going to be able to have a whole screen in front.
I know, but the problem with it. The problem is, right, if you keep your arms up for too long, they go a bit numb, don't they?
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about future crime. Never mind.
You kind of like do it. It's all feeling good, but I want to put my arms down. That's better.
But
Fellas,
I'm getting buff.
You would get muscle. It would be for them. It would be for people like David. Yeah.
It would.
Yeah, it'd be like the Arnold Schwarzenegger of the Northeast. That's what you want. Oh dear, right, fellas, we've had a chittle and a chatting there. Shall we? Did you? By the way, out of interest, did you see my Rock on the Road?
Yes. I thought you were driving for a minute.
No,
I was like, you be careful, bro.
I realized. Wait a minute. The steering wheel is not on that side.
Yeah. How funny! It's so funny because when I watched it back, it genuinely did look and sound like I was on one of those helicopter mics. It's like I was flying.
Over there to the left. You can see.
Sorry, down. It was good fun. No, it was good. And but I didn't know it was going to work because it's not a great signal. I mean, David will back me up on this. Pretty much, you go outside of any town in the UK and the signal just disappears. So I thought it ain't going to work. But amazingly, it was a
4G
bit.
isn't the same level as American 4G, though, is it? It's a different breed.
Yeah, it's different altogether. Yeah, and 5G as well, isn't it, David? As well.
Yeah, no,
I learned that the hard way.
Wrong, Dorgan, you're wrong.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way. I realized Rokk wasn't driving now.
I know. I did think that after, but it was good fun. So thank you for that. Right, let's get the news going, fellas, shall we? Over to the news section. Oh, look at that! It's all ready to go. Woo-hoo. It says hi, Doragon. Doragon's gone. There he's gone, and he's gone.
Hey, Rokk, have a question for you.
Yes.
Cloudbusters asks, any tech-savvy guys know how to get 4K 120 hertz system on the cheap via HDMI 2.1? And Cloudbusters, my opinion is GeForce Now. Get yourself a small crap laptop that has HDMI 2.1 out, connect that to your TV, and then get 4K 120 through the 4080. That's what I would do.
There you go. We don't need to do
the early tip.
We don't need to do SPG Pro Tip anymore, Ray. We've had it there, mate.
Samsung does QLED TVs that are 4K 120 hertz that start rather cheap. They start around £300 region, which for 4K 120, that's a bargain. So,
that's amazing.
Yeah,
so you could rig that up to. Can you run Shield on it? Not Shield. Sorry, GeForce Now. Can you run GeForce Now as an app?
Yes, it has a native. I don't know if the native app is limited. To 4K
it is limited. It's limited.
Yeah, 4K 60.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the only way the reason I mentioned a laptop is because if the laptop can go has HDMI 2.1 and can be put into 4K resolution, you'll have access to 4K 120 through GFN.
I'm not gonna lie, fellas. Right, I'm a little more confused by GFN now since they released the Ultimate tier. Because they used to have these different limitations depending on what screen you were using and what device you were using. And since they've unreleased the Ultimate tier, they then added the whole, what was it, 4K 240 that are capable on some devices?
Yeah, no, it's 1080 at 240.
But I don't get what can do what anymore. You know what I mean? I'm a little confused.
Yeah. There's only so many games that can use it's reflex, isn't it? There's only so many that will do it. And it's 1080, 240. But I mean, again, that's for the likes of Doragon and Maker of Chaos. That's not for us, mate. It's not for us poor gaming folk. It's for them. They are the lords of gaming. The kings of gaming. We are the paupers with our abilities.
I'm just the porpoise.
Hey, you're talking
I didn't do it on purpose.
I didn't do it on purpose. It was the dolphin.
Right. You might
Oh dear, fellas, listen. That old Activision deal that Xbox has been desperately trying to get through. Looks like the EU regulators are about to give it the old rubber stamp. According to Reuters, and they know a few things, them Reuters boys, they reckon it could be happening by April the 25th.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know how quickly after that they can get the deal through. Because it's already been, am I right in saying you would know this, American fellows, it's already been ratified in the States. Mm-hmm. It's just the whole EU thing that's kind of holding it up because it's half the market, right? Right. So I'm assuming the minute that the EU go, yeah, go on, guys, get on with it, go on. We've had a bit of a chuckle, haha, and look how much we found out.
Cool with it? Yeah, we're cool with it.
Yeah,
you guys, you're with us, right? Yeah,
I'm fine with it, Ray. Let them go, my friend.
No, Call of Duty. No.
Technically, the GFN deal changed my mind. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. We found out a load of info, didn't we? Though through the whole process. True. We did. We found out how much Xbox were turning over, how much xCloud was doing. We found out how much money PlayStation were putting out for deals and stuff. We found out a load about GeForce Now. And, of course, we got all the Xbox PC games coming to GeForce Now and Nintendo. Oh, dear, what fun and games. But that's what's going on. I mean, I don't really see a massive issue with it anyway, do you? Did you ever see a massive issue with it, fellas?
No, I mean, honestly, I get it. Call of Duty is a huge multiplayer game on Sony. You're a business. You don't want to see your other competitor with the upper hand. It's competitive market, but I think that was great to put Call of Duty, if that's the game, on other platforms, or they have their game. You know what? We're still going to have these games on your platforms. For 10 years. Sign here on the dotted line.
Yeah, 10 years, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a deal and a half, isn't it? So, anyway, loads of them games to come. Yeah. I must admit, I'm not that fussed. There aren't many Activision Blizzard games that I would be playing anyway. But I'm a pauper in the gaming circuit, mate.
One thing that could be interesting about it, though, is Minecraft coming to it with the RTX. Because Minecraft with RTX really changes the game. If that comes,
it does.
To GFN.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That's true.
I mean, if you
go ahead, SP.
No, that's a great title. This isn't the topic we're discussing, but that's a great. If you want to see what RTX can do for an already made game and see how vastly different it looks, check out Minecraft with RTX. It is vastly different. It looks so much better, and it's just lighting that's changed. It's quite incredible.
It's unfathomable how much something like Minecraft, which is literally like it's based off 8-bit or 32-bit or whatever, it's based on blocks, can be transformed by ray tracing. You don't understand what it can do until you see it, and then you're like, wow.
Yeah, in some games, to varying degrees of success, implement ray tracing. Some are much better than others. Like Spider-Man, for an example, is one of them, and Minecraft is another.
Guardians of the Galaxy is terrible for ray tracing, but that's because they've already coded in really good shadows by the graphic designer, so they don't need ray tracing. So
Talking of which, Minecraft Dungeons coming to PlayStation later this month for free. If you've got the account, it's already there, but it's free if you're a subscriber. Sorry, Ray, you were. I undercut myself, and then
I was just saying. I know a lot of people are talking about what's going on now, but you got to look ahead of the future, what this does for these companies in the future. 10 years. Do you think Nintendo is still going to have the regular Switch? No, there's going to be new products that both of these companies are going to be benefiting off one another in the future with the IPs and everything. So I'm excited. And then it will push Sony and other companies also to push gaming as well. It's a win-win for gamers.
It's extremely hard to figure out what the pluses and minuses are going to be when it is over a 10-year or 20-year period of what this deal will actually mean and where it goes forward. So it's hard to tell. A lot of people have a whole lot of thoughts, but how it will affect us, I don't think is actually going to be known. To be honest.
I don't want to get too political about it, but I think it's just a symptom of what we're seeing
Up the Reds.
overall in the world. This type of Activision monopoly stuff. It's you see it across all industries. It's not just gaming that's a worry.
David, I don't realise back in December the FTC actually sued Microsoft to block the Activision Blizzard purchase. So I'm not sure if that was lifted or if that went ahead or whether the EU thing is...
The thing about this, though, Rokk, there's something new about it every single day. Someone chirps in with some new data. I'm looking at an article on my phone here that's got some new data posted 5 hours ago. And there was another one from yesterday and another one from the day before. This thing is so big, business-wise, politically wise. There's always something new coming out about it. It's hard to keep up with.
What's the two companies right now that's on your phone that's running the phone games? What's the two big companies?
Apple and Google.
There you go.
Yeah, right. Exactly, mate. No, but yeah, I mean it's a duopoly. That's a duopoly. That is
exactly.
That was the little-known version of the
like
game that only two people could play.
That sounds like our political system, Rokk.
To be fair, ours as well, but
not.
Not.
Industry. It's not just the gaming industry.
Yeah.
This is a reflection on the outer world, if anything.
Yeah, see, I think somebody give him something to chill him out, will you? He's getting all political over there. Look at him. The funniest thing lately is Sony complaining about exclusives and how the Activision merger would ruin gaming, but they have had a Microsoft-owned game as part of the PS Plus for the last 3 months. Yeah, see, it's all that, isn't it? Raven's here. Hey, Vet, good to see you. And little-known follower of the show, Ray3473, the Gaming Cyborg, he was also in the chat. Good to see him turning up in there.
Old geezer.
The old fella. How can he say that? Mate, when you say that old geezer, it makes me look like your granddad. I mean, hey, Gramps.
I say that old geezer.
Yeah, the old geezer.
That old geezer over there.
Skylines 2, I hear you say, coming to Game Pass day and date. Yes.
Now, there's a rumor about this.
Wait a minute. Hailstorms and rat infestations?
Yes.
I have to give the shout out to Jeff Janak for bringing it to my attention. But there's a little controversy over this game.
Tell us.
And the controversy is this. People believe that it's very possible that this game will be released in Unreal Engine 5.1.
Yeah.
An old Unreal.
No, the brand new Unreal.
That's
the
Unreal.
new engine.
It's less of a controversy. It's less of a controversy. More whispers about the potential.
Right.
Yeah. I was being dramatic. Yes. Yeah. It's a theory. Somebody believes that City Skylines 2 will be released in Unreal Engine 5.1.
It's coming out on PSVR as well, isn't it? I believe.
That would be
PSVR too.
I
think so.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
I think
oh
it's
my
really
God.
cool.
You're gonna look up and get a big old ice hit you in the eyeball.
Yeah, imagine that. Wow. So hailstorms, rat infestations, and 150 map tiles. How big is a map tile? A square meter? A square mile, sorry?
Interesting. I don't know.
I mean, 150 square miles. That's
I'm going to assume one map tile is going to be something like a tiny little house. You know what I mean? If you're trying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll be like one tile of
But that would only be 150 houses.
Yeah, no, it's got to be miles. Yeah,
I think that will be a bit small. I think it's more like a square kilometre or a square mile or something.
maybe.
My guess. I don't know. What do I know? I'm a pauper in the gaming industry. Just 9, whatever that means. Of the available tiles, players could only unlock a total of 9 up until now, David. So they must be fairly big. if you could only unlock 9. Modders were quick to remove that restriction, allowing all of the tiles on the map, which was a 9 by 9, to be built for a total of 81. So they're almost trebling.
100.
Well, no, they're not. They're almost doubling. In fact, they're not even doubling. Looks like modders can stand down because the maps are going to be 150 map tiles. They surely should say somewhere. Come on, look, we're all getting perplexed. We want to know.
What's a tile? What is a tile?
What is a tile? It's a small thing on a roof.
I want to know how big are those rats?
Yeah.
Are they like New York rats or are they like California roof rats?
Yeah, because you can ride a New York rat.
Can you? Oh, look, Ray, Claudia's the same age as you, mate.
That means they're big.
There you go. That was it on the news front. That was pretty quick, wasn't it? Yeah, so anyway, rat-infested hailstorms, which will be quite interesting, seeing them rats falling from the sky. It's the last thing you want, isn't it? That doesn't do nothing. Oh, here we are, Hogwarts. Yes. It's the fastest selling ever game in Europe. I think probably pretty much everyone. I mean, my question to you guys is, I mean, it's a good game and, you know, and Lloyd loves it and everything. But is it the game or is it because it's Potter?
Oh, it's because it's Harry Potter for sure, man. And, well, I don't want to take away from the quality and the polish of the game itself because it is accessible and it is polished. And it did feel like it was fully done when it was released. Most games don't feel that way anymore. But I do think that it beat out FIFA just because it's Potter.
It's because of the franchise, because it's Potter, but that you can expand upon that even further, can't you? Because that franchise has touched so many generations in different ways, from the movies to the games and from the books, and because of that, it hits so many different genres of people.
Yes. And do you know what? And that's absolutely right, my friend. And the other thing is what they've been very, very clever to do. It's Warner Brothers predominantly own the media rights, is to relaunch it every generation in a new art form.
Exactly.
So now we've got gaming aimed at, well, you know, David and younger. So like anyone from 7 until David's age. So, you know, 3 years. And basically you can, you get a whole new appreciation.
Well, and for the people that were invested in the Harry Potter lore and everything, this is the first game that does this justice as well. True.
Dorrigan agrees. It's totally because of Potter. I mean, it is a good. You're right, though. It kind of hit the market feeling almost finished. Most games recently they've put a massive day and date update out that's just plugged a million bugs, and this kind of hasn't needed to, has it? It's just been working. They've done a good job.
It was very solid. It did. It felt fully fleshed out.
Harry Potter, but the game is just. I mean, you can't deny the franchise. I mean, I remember when my daughter was reading the books. I remember when I took my kids to a super crowded Harry Potter.
Oh, when you were watching all the kids coming out of the toilets.
That's right.
Shut up! I was,
and he bought an $80
Hold on. The kids were dressing up as the characters. They had so many shops and stores where you can dress as the characters. And I'm seeing the kids coming out of the dressing rooms with their scarves and their glasses and their wands. And it was just adorable. It was, and it's just amazing.
So what, they gave them costumes or did they have to buy the costumes?
No, dude, the cash registers were...
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
sounded like the beginning of Dark Side of the Moon, didn't it, Ray?
My son got the wand, and I think I got him the scarf.
Yeah, good point.
They had the unit. Look, even the sweaters representing the different classes that you were in and stuff. And I'm just beautiful. But it's definitely Harry Potter. The game I've seen probably about 90% Harry Potter, and the rest is the game, to be honest with you.
See, I was drinking from my coffee cup earlier, Ray, which is a beautiful piece of ceramics. And I noticed embedded in the fabric of the mug was a thick hair. And do you know what made me think right there and then? It must have been a Harry Potter. Oh,
See you next week, guys. Go on. Good luck.
Come back, David. All is forgiven.
Hold on. Speaking of Harry Potter, hold on. Sorry, Dave, but
Yeah.
my friend David, and I just need a vote in the chat. David drinks his coffee
Oh,
on
God.
the toilet. Now,
Uh-oh.
I said it's kind of nasty. I would never bring food or drink while I am on the toilet.
But how did we
So
go
wait,
on
was
to
this a question?
David's toilet habits?
wait a minute.
When did this happen?
I'm sorry. You
Was
said
this-
a Harry Potter. I
Hey,
thought
was
that
this a
clue
question
to bring
for
that
the-
in.
Was this a question for the chat, or were you just putting David on blast?
Yes.
I want to know.
I think you just want to put me on blast, bro.
Oh, dear, oh,
You
dear, oh,
just need
dear.
to vent a little bit more. I think you're a bit traumatized, aren't you, Ray?
I think Ray's really bemused by it, to be honest.
I find it hilarious how both of your partners are the ones
Yes,
who agree.
yes.
with
What
me.
I find hilarious is Ray asked his wife, and she's like, "Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I do it all the time."
Yeah. I don't know.
She's a
I
skag.
usually
She's
I usually eat
skag,
my
that's
I usually eat my roast beef on the loo. I mean, that's
Ooh.
What?
Come on. Hey, to be honest, I told Wilson he hasn't reached at least 30 yet, because at that point, it when you use the loo, it
Yeah.
smells like your insides have rotted out and are falling out.
Oh, wow.
So, you know.
Well, on
You
that
know,
note,
Rock.
Capcom Showcase.
Swift.
During that, I don't even know when we
Yeah.
were talking about you and your
Wow.
laptop, man. I don't know what the hell you talking
What the
about.
heck? Capcom have got a showcase coming up. Let me pull this in. David on the loop. What a Capcom? Well, David, what do they do? I don't know what I'm a pauper of the gaming industry. What
I do know this Resident Evil 4 remake
Yeah.
is what everyone doesn't.
Yes.
I mean, I was never into the Resident Evil series, but it's a big thing amongst gamers.
Hello, Street
It's
Fighter.
been going for years and years now, and this remake's been talked about, I know, for a good few months.
Yes. And that's coming up soon, isn't it? Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil.
I don't think it's far away. I think it's April.
Is it?
I think.
Wow.
Could be wrong.
Yeah. That's going to be big. A lot of people are looking forward to that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Is that coming out on Game Pass? Oh, mic drop there. Did you hear it?
I did.
Yeah, I don't think so.
March 24th, Maker says. Hey, it's actually very close.
Whoa, that's very close.
Yeah, I might have to make it a giveaway, actually. I've got Last of Us coming out this month. Maybe I need to add Res Evil 4, because I think it's going to be a big one.
They had one of the best openings of the Resident Evils, I thought. I don't know if you played it, Rock. The first,
I don't know that I have, mate. I have played. I played Biohazard. I played Res Village, and I played the one just before Biohazard, which I'm guessing was 6.
like the first 5 minutes of the game, you run into a guy with a bag over his head and a giant chainsaw, and he won't go down.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Bullet sponge, yeah. It's
Could have
quite
been worse.
intense.
Could have been a fella on the loo with a cup of coffee. That would have been really scary.
He did it on purpose. He did.
That would have been very scary. So what else are they showcasing then?
They gotta do Street Fighter because that's another
Yeah?
huge
Oh,
game
let's, have
coming
a,
out.
let's have a look, see what we got on here. Oh, nothing. Notify me. Oh, that's one to look forward to.
So there you go. That's our announcement from this. Capcom Spotlight in 2 days, fellas.
Yeah,
Hey.
2 days. 2 days spotlight. So, yep, Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4. So that would be a great spotlight, wouldn't it? Really?
For one game.
Yeah. Let's have a look at a few scenes from Resident Evil 4.
I like they're being quiet about it, though. I'm sure they'll talk about more.
I don't know, mate. I mean, there's all that's been mentioned in this article, what you gave me. But anyway, it'll be good. Oh, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. There's another one.
There you go.
Mega Man.
I imagine there's going to be more than just being quiet about it. If this
Hey, now.
big.
Mega Man games are awesome, especially the Mega Man X series. Loved those titles, man.
Oh,
Loved
there you go. You're going to get... Oh, look at them all. Wow.
There you go.
Whoa.
Yeah, lots of Mega Man. Very good. All right, okay. Talking to Japanese
There we
developers...
go.
Hey, you know Power Wash Simulator, Ray? Remember that one? It's good fun.
Oh, yeah. It was good.
Oh, yeah.
It was relaxing.
I played
It was relaxing.
Oh, yeah.
when the new update come in, they're going to throw in Final Fantasy VII scenes that you can clean up. Look at this. You can give them a good...
Are you serious? Come on, really?
You can. No, it's true in the DLC.
Oh my god!
Yeah. You get your power washer out and clean down all those Final Fantasy VII scenes that you enjoy so much. There you go. Look at that.
Shout out to Maker in the chat there. In the showcase, they will have news about Mega Man Battle Network, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Ghost Trick, Monster Hunter Rise, Sunbreak, and Exo Primal. So yeah, there's a list.
Yeah. Well, it's 2 more than we found. That's fine. So how long's the spotlight? Do we know? 5 minutes? A couple of hours?
We know it will be bright. We know it's going to be bright. That's it.
Ghost Trick. What's that then? That sounds interesting. Ghost Trick. Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Is that DLC for the
new DLC? Yeah, it comes with. I think it's actually the new season pass, or new battle pass or whatever. It comes with an old reoccurring boss, some type of dragon. It brings back a new story or something like that. Yeah.
What about Exo Primal? Is that a new game or is that?
I have not heard of.
No, me neither. Ghost Trick and Exo Primal, they're new to me. Mega Man was new to me, but William's done a cracking job of informing us, so that one's all good. Resident Evil 4, we all knew about. Actually, the trailers that I've seen for that Resident Evil 4, it looks like almost a brand new game. It's a real proper makeover, isn't it?
It looks compelling. I want to see it for sure.
Yeah,
check it out.
For sure. Absolutely. Anyway, so Ray's not really up for power washing down the Final Fantasy VII folk. No, well, that's fair enough, mate. I'm not sure what this is here. It's like a kind of a crab robot thing.
So Doragon said that game is a squad-based mutant dinosaur shooter.
Ooh.
Oh,
yes, I remember.
Yep. That's the one with the whole herds of dinosaurs.
Yes.
And, yeah.
I played early access. I think they released early access on Xbox or something back in the day, didn't they? If I remember rightly.
Well, I remember watching that trailer with Ray, and we were like, it reminded us of Turok with multiplayer.
Yes.
We got excited for it.
Yes. Plenty of toilet humor in. No, that was the other one, Ark, wasn't it, Ray? That was.
Yes, he took a poop in Meg's hut. Yes, he did. Meg went in there and said, "Is that mud on my bed?" No, it's not.
No. Bring back Dino Crisis. Yes.
Great game.
That would be a great remake.
Resident Evil-esque, but with dinosaurs. It was good.
What's up, Bjorn?
How's it going, Bjorn? Bjorn's over on Twitch saying hello this evening. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. So anyway, that was the news. I'm sorry that it wasn't any really newsy news, but there was some interesting stuff that we discovered in our world of very poor gaming.
We scraped the face of news and found stubble.
Yeah. Here you go. Bjorn's dropping some news for us. Look, he says... FYI, the finals from Embark Studios has dropped on Steam as a beta. Or a beta. Depends where you want to go. I don't know anything about it. Do you know that?
Do I?
No. Should we find out? Should we see?
Yeah,
should we
let's see what the finals look like.
The finals on Steam.
It's the final countdown.
Oh, hang on. I've got to let it be. The finals, here we go. Look at this. Coming soon. It's now apparently request access if you want to play it. And it is it's a game. It's a multiplayer shooter, PvP. All your sweaty kind of stuff to keep the rich guys, the kings, playing. They love all
the
this.
whales playing.
It looks very pretty, I have to say. Yeah. I've definitely seen bits about this.
Oh wow, look at the mask.
Yeah. It's like a kind of Japanese samurai cat thing going on there.
Bjorn says, Embark Studios is made from ex-DICE devs and is one of the most groundbreaking studios out there in terms of how the games are made.
This actually looks pretty good. Look at this little scene thing going on here. That looks good. Lots of coinage from your killings.
Yeah, you got to have a monetary system.
Oh, wow. They're not letting you know what system or...
Yeah, well, I guess if you request access, it's PC, isn't it? Because it's Steam. So
yeah.
I guess the only thing is if it's not on GeForce Now. Oh, look who's joined us! Over there, Ray, to your left, it's Bear.
Oh, it's Bear.
It's little Bear.
Oh my goodness.
And
on the couch.
he wanted a cuddle. Look at him, bless.
Oh.
He was feeling a bit left out. Look, oh, and that's ruined David's whole kind of Che Guevara look that he had going down there. You never see no Bolivian rebels cuddling small dogs.
I thought he took his hat off and his hair just swung over his
Oh,
shoulder.
yeah.
That's what I thought. I thought he was
worth
at
it.
first. I thought he was good at first.
I'm worth it. Gonna try it on Shadow tonight, says Bjorn. There you go. Photogrammetry done with AI in 15 minutes instead of 5 days. Wow. I don't know about this AI. It scares me somewhat. Can AI cook a decent pizza for you? That's what I want to know. Yeah. If it can't cook a pizza, it ain't worth the tech. We all know this, don't we? Should we go and have a look and see what young William is about to...
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go to William. Simply Pwned Pro Tips, Sniper Elite 5. And there it is. There you go, guys. Awesome.
Oh my God. Who's that?
All right, guys. So as you can see, Ray Sherrod is playing this game. And it's Sniper Elite 5. I discussed Sniper Elite 4 with you guys way back when Stadia was a thing. And sadly, the groundhog is bringing Stadia its mail. It is dead. But anyway... Sniper Elite 5 came out, and it's a pretty spectacular game. It's very similar to 4 and the ones that came before it. You're a sniper, of course. When you first start the game, they ask you to choose a difficulty. What I would suggest is that if you go too easy, you're going to walk through the game, and if you go too hard, you're going to get frustrated. Because this game does become simulation-esque with bullet drop and wind velocity and all that stuff. So it becomes as simulation-esque as you want. So what I would suggest is use the sharpshooter difficulty. It is basically above average, but not impossible to play. You'll find it challenging and rewarding. So check out the sharpshooter difficulty. This game, is greatly optimized for sniping. You can take down enemies through melee weapons and other weapons. But it's mainly geared towards sniping. So definitely take the time to learn how the sniping mechanics work. You have a crosshair that as you're expelling your air or holding your breath, it zooms in and gives you a more critical shot on the body or the head or wherever you're aiming. So practice and learn the snipe mechanics. Now, when you do take down an enemy, they all drop weapons. Now, a lot of these weapons aren't worth picking up, but sometimes they are. There are gold variants to some of the weapons, and it can really help you sometimes switching to a larger weapon. So that's definitely the one thing. Take advantage of your vantage points. When you get a tall area on the map, you can use your binoculars and tag a whole bunch of areas that are out there. You can tag and mark enemies so they're constantly on the map, so you don't forget that they're there or they don't notice you. Your shots ring out and will expose your location. Your flash from your scope can also give away your position. So they have something called subsonic ammo, and they also have subsonic ammo and noise distractions that will help you with a bunch of your missions. So a normal thing you would do, you would set up your shot, you'd wait for the precise moment, and you would fire. With a subsonic round, nobody is notified to the sound of the bullet. Now, normally you wait for a plane to fly overhead to mask the sound or an explosion, but with a subsonic round, you're able to do that. Now, after you've played a little bit, you select a loadout for yourself, a main weapon, a side weapon, and then health or other attachments for yourself. So you can usually select some subsonic ammo, so you have a few rounds right off the bat. I select usually a health pack so that I can get myself up, and pretty much go from there. the game's levels are massive, so make sure that you explore, because not only do you have your main objective, but you will also have side objectives. These side objectives that you do, if you accomplish, find them, and complete what you're supposed to, you get upgrades and perks for your guy. Just playing the game, you'll end up unlocking some perks as well. They're very important. When you first start playing this game, like a lot of the stuff that makes you a good, efficient killer in part 4 are perks you have to unlock for 5. So pay attention to that. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. You will a lot. The AI in this game is heads and tails over 4. If they spot you, they're not going to stop searching for you until they find you. So the AI is not to be trifled with. They are kind of stupid in some senses, but if they lock onto you, and they'll send a whole battalion after you, and they won't stop looking. So make sure you do all those side missions. Let's see. Yeah, they ultimately increase your level, which should allow you to unlock handy perks. Save as often as possible, because you make one wrong move or one wrong noise, or as you can see, those alarms glowing right there. Everyone comes for you if the alarms get raised. So be careful. Save often as possible. And make sure you definitely explore. I know I've said that a couple times, but it's very important to explore all the areas. There's secret stashes, there's secret vantage points. Make sure you explore. If you're having a real tough time, most likely there's a special spot you could be where you wouldn't be seen, and you could take out a bunch of them. The last couple of tips I'll give you is if you don't like PvP, turn off invasions. What invasion means is that while you are struggling to complete your mission, other randoms can be loaded into your game, real players, and they can come and mess up your time. So if you do not like PvP, or you don't want to have regular randos jumping into your game, turn off invasions. And my last tip is, most of all, Sniper Elite 5 is the perfect title to have fun, so go have fun. You can shoot people in the testicles for explosive shots. You can shoot gas tanks on vehicles and have them explode and send people flying. The ragdoll physics are funny, and the game is quite brutal. Every shot can give you a zoomed in body perforating shot showing the track of the bullet. It's pretty spectacular. So just get out there and have fun, guys. The co-op is a lot of fun. I've played with Ray, I've played with Dandroid, and even being the invading force. If you're playing solo, turn on the invading thing and jump into somebody's game and ruin their day. It is a hell of a lot of fun, guys.
Woohoo! Well done, my friend. Awesome. I enjoyed this game. I think I finished it. Ray, did you finish it? I see your little face down there.
No, I actually have not finished this game, and I need to finish it.
There's like 10 levels, and then with the expansions, I think there's a couple more. And there's PvP, there's multiplayer. It's just a hell of a lot of fun with your friends, and it's real interesting to run around and be able to shoot some Nazis. I mean, who doesn't like that?
Yeah, right. I mean, I do that every weekend. It's one of my favorite
and
hobbies.
I did it on purpose. I did.
Exactly. Well done. Thank you very much, as always. Woohoo!
Awesome
The crowd went wild. Yeah. Sniper Elite 5. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know about you, but I feel like I need some very wholesome praise in my life. Praise me, baby.
Scunthorpe, England.
Scunthorpe.
It's David Robinson.
Wow.
And yes, and let me tell you this. For Dave Robinson, he's a really good. I've seen him in some chats.
Yeah.
He streamed for some charity events. Really, really good kid. I gotta show you. I love. He streamed. What the hell was that game? He did this game. I gotta show it to you guys. Oh my god. Oh yeah, this one right here. I think it's this one. He was playing this game called Friday Night Funkin', and it was.
There's our copyright strike right there. Mute it quick.
No, there's no music.
Quick.
There's no music.
There is.
I can hear it. I can hear it.
Why,
I'm
thank
old.
you.
I can't hear. I'm old. I can't hear. But guys, please go check out David Robinson. I checked out some of his streams. He's a wonderful gamer. If
Nice.
you,
He's on camera
let's
too.
see.
I mean, that's a big,
Yeah.
big thumbs up for me. Takes a lot of courage to
Yes,
get on
it
the
is.
old camera.
Can I
It
say
is.
he even
It
does
sure
it
does.
at these gaming community centres? He will
Yeah.
make an
Yes.
effort to go out of his way to go to these community centres specifically for these charity events that we do. So I've seen him at 2 different Stadia charity events, and both times he's got his own hour that he's doing to raise money for charity, and he's doing it from a bloody centre. It's so impressive. It really is.
Nice. Star Fox
Yeah.
Gaming YouTube.
Yeah.
YT.
Yeah, and he also, when you go on his channel as well, he has a lot of shorts. He's got some reviews. He's got some funny clips. He also has he features a bunch of other channels you might want to check out. But check out his shorts. He also has Among Us, Imposter. love his channel. But good kid, good gamer, very passionate.
Oh, nice.
His Twitter handle is the, oh my god, it is Star Fox Gaming YT. So you can check him out on Twitter.
Yeah.
But congratulations, I'm praising him because he's been somebody that's been in the community. He's got like over 700 subscribers. So guys, if you're not subscribed to him, please subscribe to him. Good content, and it's all nice and neat. And check him out.
Brilliant.
Yeah, his channel is all inclusive, and he loves his community, and he loves chatting. So pop in and say hi to him.
Brilliant. And Scunthorpe is what's about an hour's trip for you downhill, isn't it, David?
I think so. It's around the Midlands, isn't it? But a bit north of the Midlands. So it's not too far.
Kind of just north of Grimsby, south of York, not far from Scarborough.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a map, of course. I wouldn't know any of this.
Down York way, yeah.
Yeah. But I would have thought probably if you jumped in a car, about an hour up the road for you.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. Star Fox Gaming YT on Twitter and David Robinson YT on YouTube. Brilliant. Thank you so much, Ray. As always, much appreciated, my friend. And I've got to be honest, it's a new one for me, so I'm looking forward to watching some of David's content.
Check out David.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Brilliant.
Congrats.
Thank you so much. I do love Ray's praise. It makes me feel
Hey, Cowboy,
wholesome.
how you doing?
What? Hey, what?
Hey, Cal.
Oh, poor Cowboy. He loves it. He's got
3K plus subs.
I know,
man.
but have you
Come on
told him
now.
yet? We've got him lined up for the 4,000th episode. For Ray's praise.
I'm trying to surprise him.
Oh, sorry.
Surprise.
And we're on
I didn't mean-
700.
yeah, if that.
Love you, Cowboy.
One day. So good. Waving from the back. Hey, Dan, good to see you, my friend. Right. David, are you ready, my friend?
I am.
He waves like this from the back.
Yeah. We know not what you speak. What have you got for us this week, David?
Today, just posted today, we've got an announcement of what's coming to Game Pass this week. And it's not just this week, it's this month, and we've got some big titles. We've got Civ 6 coming, we've got Valheim coming to the console edition, which means that people will be able to play together who haven't been able to before. This is a big issue that we have in our community. Dead Space will be making its way, and you'll be able to play it on xCloud. Dead Space 2. We've got a lot of big stuff coming. Right here, right. It's on March.
No, these aren't the new Dead Spaces, though, are they?
No, they're not.
The remake.
Mm-hmm. These are the no, it's not the remake either.
No.
The remake
No.
of the first one.
Yeah.
This is just Dead Space 2 and 3 to finish the collection, all coming to Game Pass. So you'll be able to play these on EA Play, which is attached to Game Pass. So in 2 days' time, you'll be able to finish off the Dead Space series if you put some time into the remake of the first one.
Yep.
Valheim in a week's time will be coming to Xbox as well. That's a big title. We've seen a lot of people playing that over the past year. Civ 6, wow. All the Civilizations games, these have been massive in the RTS world. and this will be making its way over to Game Pass as well. So that's one worth keeping its eye out for.
Ooh.
And let's just have a flick at what will be coming later in the month. We've got Ni no Kuni 2. That was close, that one, fellas. It really was.
Yeah, you were. You did great.
Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom. I haven't heard of that one, but it sounds interesting.
Me no Kuni either.
Here's the next one.
Woo! And then we'll just have a quick scroll down. We've seen we've got a few game updates coming. Halo Infinite is getting a new season, although no campaign data. It will be coming with a battle pass, new maps, and a new multiplayer mode. Fallout 76 getting another update yet again. No Man's Sky getting an update 4.1, which, I mean, No Man's Sky, that's been, it had a rocky start, but that's been going for a while now. And
It's huge. Everything's free. If you bought whenever you buy that game, everything else is free. Even VR versions on PlayStation.
wow, there you go.
Crazy, man.
Then Sea of Thieves has got an event coming up come March 16th. It'll be a limited time, what do we call them? A limited time voyage or adventure. So definitely worth checking that out. And then what have we got here? A couple of Game Pass Ultimate perks that are available until March 9th. Available as of today. Halo's got a new assault rifle bundle. F122 has got a champion content bundle. These are all available today, by the way. The ones that say today and now, because this article came out today.
This one caught my eye.
That sounded genuine.
All right, okay, we've covered Xbox. Now let's have a look at what we've got.
Skip the best one.
What else? What did I skip? What did I skip?
He loves Sims 4. That's his favourite game of all time.
Is it
Sleepover,
really?
sleepwear set.
Yeah.
I'm getting my jammies ready.
I bet you are, buddies. I bet you are. All
He's
right.
got his Snoopy slippers. He's ready for it, man.
PlayStation blog. This came out a few days ago, but all games on here are available as of today. So
What?
yes, we've got Battlefield 2042. We briefly mentioned earlier Minecraft Dungeons will be coming to PlayStation soon. Well, that's not soon. That's right now. You can go get it.
What?
Right now. What? Yeah, buddy. So,
Wow.
get yourself with that. There's also a new Minecraft title due out in about 2 months, I believe, as well. Does anyone know anything about that? I think it's Minecraft Legends. It was announced last year, and I'm really excited to see that one come. Although
I've seen a bit of video of Dungeons. It actually does look really good.
It does.
It's got loot,
Yeah,
lots of loot chests and stuff, which I love. I love loot chests.
I
love
believe
chests, but loot chests particularly.
Battlefield finally coming to PlayStation Plus, so they can play that alongside all the Game Pass players as well. And then what have we got here? Code Vein. These are the 3 big announcements.
I played Code Vein. Code Vein is a tough game.
Is
a
it?
very fun game.
I was going to ask you fellas about it because I'd not heard much about it, but from a quick search, it seemed rather big. But
Code
I've never
Vein
heard of it.
is good.
I'll take a wild guess. That game has a lot of particle effects.
You stop.
I'm just-
No. It's a really good Japanese kind of RPG. Some really cool bosses. Just some hack and slash.
I remember when you played it, actually, Ray. Is that the one
Yes.
where you get tanks and stuff? They bring up like tanks.
No. That was Valkyrie.
Yes,
that was
Valkyrie Chronicles.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
And then, just while they're still available, it is worth checking out. Oh, wait, no, it's worth pointing out that as of yesterday, Evil Dead, Ollie World, Destiny 2 Beyond Light, and Mafia are no longer available to get.
No.
I hope you claim them, fellas. I hope you did, because
I
cry.
claim everything, even if I'm never going to play it.
let's move on. There's not a lot of game releases to cover this week, actually, if you've not noticed, lads. But we're going to go over to GFN. This was last week's GFN Thursday. They had announced they will be getting Disney's Dreamlight Valley, which it's not one for me. But you know what? My sister, who's actually 2 years my senior, is addicted to this game. So
I bought it.
Did you really, Rokk? What did you think of it?
Well, it's good. It's got Disney characters in. What's not to love? You
Aww.
tart.
Right.
I was really excited to hear that it's coming out on GeForce Now because I did buy it. It came out on Xbox Game Pass a while back, and my daughter and immediately jumped in and stole it. And you can't do a new character without ruining your cloud saves.
What do you even do on it? What is?
Well, it's like an RPG, really. You run around, it's like Genshin but with Mickey Mouse.
I might have to be less judgy and check it out.
You were being very, very prejudicial, my friend. If you don't mind me saying so.
Battlefield. We've already been over this. It's got a new update. Yes. It's got a new update that came out about a week ago with new map, new operator, and new guns also.
Yeah. You joined me in that yesterday, David. What did you think of the new map?
I love it, mate. I think it's absolutely great. But I just want to ask Ray, is he still having issues with GFN on it? Because if so, that might be worth backing up.
Were you able to use GFN?
No. I actually, when I last played it, I played it on GFN. Sometimes these services, they get, I guess they're getting services or they're doing updates. There's always going to be some hiccups and stuff like that. But I was able to go back and play it. But I've had issues with Luna. I've had issues on Stadia. It happens. But I was able to get in there and play, and it is freaking amazing. You have like a Egyptian map, and you have a I think you're in South Africa map. It's really awesome.
Oh yeah, it looks absolutely great. The new map, the new guns, this new operator lady Biasco. She's got new equipment that blocks out people's maps, so it's like having a portable EMP. It's really really cool. Yeah.
Wow.
What else have we got? We've got Destiny.
That's gotta help.
Nightfall, which we've already talked about. That one's obviously made its way over to GFN as it came out to Destiny in general, and we know that Rokk has been playing that one.
Well, loosely. I am a game pauper, mate. I'm sorry.
And
Guys, claim your Rise of Industry. It is free on Epic Games. Go claim it now. Yes. It is free.
Yes, Rise of Industry is free for 2 more days, and they'll be rolling on to another game. So get that claim now, and in 48 hours, go on and claim the next one. But we also have Monster Hunter Rise and Voltaire the Vegan Vampire dropping on GFN. And this is just a quick look of what's going to come for the rest of the month. We've already announced quite a few things, which you don't usually get like the full list ahead of time like this, do you? So it's nice to see.
Hey, Wilson, can you explain what a vegan vampire is to me?
Get the game and find out.
No blood. You just can't have blood, so they're not. A vegan vampire is basically not a vampire. I mean,
are you serious? This thing is a vegan vampire.
It just should be called Joe then.
Yeah. I don't understand. I mean, they don't like blood.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check.
You can't have blood, can you? I mean, it's just the way it is.
It's this one. I've seen adverts for this recently. It's the one that looks a little bit like Don't Starve. It's got these kooky little graphics.
He's cute.
Yeah, but don't count out these cute little games because sometimes they're pretty spectacular.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I agree.
Like West of Loathing. That looks very simple, but it's so deep.
Diet blood.
Vampire Survivor.
Exactly. No blood was used in this drink.
It is a farming simulator by the sounds. So instead of killing things and sucking their blood, you plant food. So you're not a vampire then, really. You got vampire abilities, but
let's face it. Most bats don't drink blood, do they? Most bats eat things, like flies.
Did he get defanged? Is that what happened? He lost his teeth or something.
Yeah,
suck blood. So now
could be
vegan.
The next epic game is Call of the Sea, by the way. I played it on Xbox. It's very good little game. Call of the Sea.
That one's definitely worth going to be checking out in a couple of days' time. Like I say, a quick little list of what's going to be coming this month, but we'll check back in next week. And I just want to touch on this game here, Fatal Frame. It was not on my radar, but I was
classic
earlier today. It was a classic that only came out on Wii. But it's now getting a port to all other consoles. So when is this due out? It's very, very soon.
Is it getting remastered so it's higher res graphics and stuff?
I believe so, yes, yeah.
Yeah, and the premise of that game was to run around and you used your camera like a gun, kind of. You take photos and other stuff, if I'm not mistaken.
I would not know. I have
I
not
could be
played
talking completely out of my bowels,
Well,
but I don't think
it
so.
looked like just now. Yeah, there's photo cameras and stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, this is great. Just think, these games in the past we used to play. They were polygons. They were square. You know,
Yeah.
now you get better graphics and stuff and
Yeah.
visuals. So
I
love
just
it.
like to see these great old titles getting remade instead of just trying to make rip-offs of them over and over again. People
Yeah.
appreciate the value of what was there and putting
Yeah.
some effort to rework them. It gives you a little bit of hope for things that you haven't heard about in 10, 20 years, like black and white and things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, black and white. Yeah, crikey,
Yeah,
where are
we
you
need a
going
new-
back?
Old black and white.
Yeah, we need
Wow, I bought that game.
We need a new one of those. For sure.
Yeah.
But that one's left lost.
That was a
Lost.
God sim, wasn't it?
Oh,
Peter Molyneux or
Yeah, it was Molyneux.
And
It was. Yeah.
SPG, you were right. You wasn't talking out of your you.
Oh, you do use your camera? Okay, that's what I thought, man. I remembered.
You're right. You're right.
I remembered that game on the PlayStation or the PS2. One of them.
Oh, nice. Well done, Dave. Is that it, mate? That was
There wasn't a lot coming out this week, but I covered what was there. If there's anything else, I would love for you to let me know.
No, it's all good. I've just got a question for you guys, and just a thought. You know, there are loads of remakes and remasters, and there was a brilliant. I was watching my favourite podcast, the Renaissance Cast, earlier, as you do, and they were saying, and I thought it was quite interesting. They were saying the problem with Disney since the 90s is they don't do anything new. They just either buy existing IP and then kill it to death, take it and do everything with it, or they're now taking all their old classic hits and remaking them. It's like, there's nothing. But do you think gaming's going the same way?
It already has. Look at Fortnite. I mean, MCU was the first wave that happened with movies, wasn't it? Recycling 60s and 70s comic book content and turning it into a big franchise today. Fortnite fell into the same bandwagon early 2010s, and now they don't have to do anything original. Yeah, they've got the Unreal Engine, but all their content is just clout from other industries.
In my opinion, the more corporate this stuff gets, the more creatively bankrupt they become. Sadly. Like Hollywood, they can't tell a new story. I get what people are saying. Like, they can't tell a new story. They butcher the old ones. I don't know.
Planet of the Apes.
Bro,
I mean,
they got
my favorite movies.
They have fatal.
There's so much money wrapped up in these things now that you can't just let an artist have an artistic vision anymore. It's got to be successful, and then that brings in all kinds of cooks into the kitchen, and
which is why if Bjorn's still listening, he'll agree that Baldur's Gate is so worlds apart from many other games because it does still have artistic vision where you don't get to see it nowadays.
That's a good shout. Go on, Ray.
Well, you're right, because I just saw a commercial today about Fatal Attraction, the series.
Oh no!
Fatal Attraction.
There was only one scene worth watching in that, and that was my VHS freeze frame. I burned out my video for that one.
You can't stretch that tape, man.
Thank you.
It's a Lethal Weapon
But
show.
I also have to. Some of the younger generation didn't get to experience some of these games, and that's why they got to do what they got to do. And then some of these games were hits, and of course it's money. And then also us older people that remember the game. Of course, we want to play the remakes and stuff like that. But my thing is just do the games justice. Don't just try and do a crappy game to get some bucks.
Yes.
I feel like, where did our single player RPG, our big epic stories, where did they go? We don't get them anymore. Starfield may be bringing that back, maybe.
Hopefully.
Yeah, really. It would be great.
They went to Sony. That's where they went, bro. They all went to Sony.
No, Last of Us.
Days Gone.
Days Gone.
It's I don't know, man. But when it comes to developing new IPs, we don't see a lot of them. But like I said, they have to be successful. So it's hard for stuff to get off the ground if there's any kind of maybe it'll work. Yeah, they don't want to take gambles. Yeah.
You know what was a gamble? What is that game?
Android. They want to remake Back to the Future, and I suggest they don't. And they also want to remake. They're dying to do it. The Princess Bride. They've been wanting to redo that one forever.
SPG.
One of those films I've seen. And that's where I'm leaving it.
Not the Princess Bride, I take it.
What's that new jousting? What's that new jousting game?
Rokk. There. Now look. This is an extremely an adult game. Okay, it is for just adults. It is called genital jousting, and
What?
I shit you not.
What?
Somebody bought it as a gag to me to stream. Right. I thought, it'll be members wearing clothes or something or a hat. No, you're a floppy dong on the screen the whole time.
Oh my word! I'm so glad this came at the end of the show. I can clip it.
There you go. There you go. I'll leave it at that then.
Wow!
Clip
wow! Nerdsworld talked about that in his stream. Apparently. Wow, genital jousting. There is some weird stuff. If you go deep into Steam, you got to go dark into Steam. There's some really weird stuff in there.
The only way I could see this game getting published is if the publisher went and investigated the makers. Like, there's just no way. Like, you'd have to do a deep dive into these guys because it's something else.
Wow.
It's something else.
Wow. Oh, look, Bear's making a comeback. Here he is. There he is. Bear.
If only David could reach his arms out and hug the internet the way he hugs his dog.
Yeah, bless him. Bless him. Well, fellas, what have you got coming up in the coming 7 days before our next meet? William, you got any games playing?
Tomorrow I'm going to be playing some Dying Light 2 with Callie Drew Voss. Should be a lot of fun. He just got his hang glider, so...
Oh, awesome! I love it. I really enjoyed that game. I have gone back to it, but I haven't been able to get back in like the first time I played it. I really enjoyed it.
Gotcha. But yeah, Wednesday we're going to be doing that, and that's pretty much it, though.
Yeah. Oh, well, bless you, my friend. And Raymond, I see you reading the chat there. What have you got coming up this coming week, my friend?
You know, my son turned me on to an old board game called Risk, and it's called Risk Global Domination, which is free on Steam, folks. And you can have 6 people play, and you're trying to take over the world. And I might stream that tonight. You know what?
That's a good chat. Now, I've never played it, but it's it's kind of like these Empire Civilization type games, isn't it? It's like a kind of board version of those.
Yes, and basically, my son was Great Britain, and I was the United States, and I went over and I had more men or more numbers and stuff, and I took over Great Britain, and then I went and I just started taking over all his spots, and he couldn't beat me. And then I took over the world. So 6 people can play. You can actually team up with somebody and try and take out somebody else's, if they have this part of the world, try and take them out, or you just take out everybody yourself.
Nice.
So
what's the if you've got children, what's the sort of a good age for playing Risk? How young can they be?
Would you say 10?
It's quite complicated.
I think
isn't it?
10, probably 10. It's just numbers. So so basically, let's say my son is Great Britain and his color is red, and he has a 2. Then I am over in the United States and I have a 10.
Yeah,
I can take like maybe 5 of my guys over there to Britain and try and take them out. Mm-hmm. And it's a number game. You add numbers to certain spots. And whoever has more numbers and more, there's tanks and there's army guys, you can take over that country. So it's hard. There's YouTube videos, guys. Check it out. But it is a free game on Steam. Nice. 6 players can play. Plus, you can also play on your phone as well. And I think it's crossplay, just like how they do Among Us. Check it out.
Why is it free? Is there some kind of internal micro commerce going on?
There's always.
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought. Yeah. Okay. So you can buy sort of new countries or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is crossplay. It's crossplay between mobile and PC.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, nice.
There you go.
And David, while you have the mic, my friend, have you got anything planned on the gaming front this coming week?
Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy. We've got 3 more days to do that, although I've only got like 2 or 3 more chapters of the game, so not much of that left.
You should do it.
I'll be moving over to Atomic Hearts and doing a bit of gaming with the community, I think.
Nice. Nice.
Good luck on that last boss on Guardians. The last boss is a little tricky.
Well, not if you play it on story mode like I did, mate.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm playing on normal difficulty, the mid mode. I always like
yeah,
to.
whack it down to story to get through the final boss because you ain't got the time left.
Yeah, it's a pain, man. It's a pain.
Well, I haven't struggled with anything yet.
Neither did I.
All right.
Neither did I.
Cocky. Go on in. You have a crack at him. Go on in.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see. All right.
I died like twice. I died twice in the whole game going, oops, don't do that. And then I didn't die again. That last boss, I died like 40 times. Good luck.
Yeah. No, but we stream it, mate, so we can watch and
that
chuckle.
thing, that Magus thing, is that the boss, the end boss?
Well, no spoilers. No spoilers.
I don't
Spoiler-free
know
zone.
Christ, Dave, you just spoil it.
We no spoilers here, my friend.
I'm asking.
No spoilers.
I know
No
not
spoilers.
what you speak. On purpose.
On purpose. Well, guys, thank you so much for another fantastic show. As far as I'm concerned, I've got to go and let somebody know that they have won Gigantosaurus Dino Track, because that was me giveaway that ended today. So I need to go and see who's won that, and that'll be popping about there. And tomorrow is what? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Of course, it's Rock Around the Clock. Just to let you know, if you are looking forward to my next gen gaming later today, it's moved, or it will be moving to Saturdays coming Saturday, so it won't be on later today. It'll be moving to Saturday. It's a bit easier for the family, which is good, so I'm going to get that all sorted, and we'll put some promo out and let people know when that's happening. Of course, Thursday, Rock Players, which is absolutely superb. I do love listening in to the fellas doing the full-on, they're kings of gaming, guys, versus us paupers. But it's all good. Chat, thank you so much. Great to see so many of you. I've been super happy to see the numbers today because they were going down a little bit. We were getting a little bit concerned that maybe we were just boring.
What goes down always comes up.
That's what she says. Absolutely.
When she's around, at least.
Guys, have an absolutely fantastic week, and you as well, my lovely chat friend. And we will see you all next Tuesday, God willing. And David's hair. You getting a haircut this week, David? Did you say? Or was that once a year?
She's coming down this week. I might try and squeeze one out of her this week, but if not, it'll be.
Excuse me?
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
A haircut.
Squeeze
He
me?
does a lot in the bathroom.
He's doing that while he's
over
drinking
this.
coffee over
That's
the
right.
toilet, too.
He's gonna get his hair cut, drink his
Oh my
coffee,
God.
take a shite.
I'm never going to get this show to air. It's never going to happen.